Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and the 12 days of summer scrap lifts from Scrap Squad, as well as the paper issues summer scrapbooking Olympics. This is today's scrap lift and it's another Cocoa Vanilla studio. This one is from Josephine van der Hoven. I hope I've said that right, I do apologise. And I love it, love it, love it, love it. It's a big circle, and then we've got the title going around, one photo, and then the way that she's layered those strips in the background, I just love it. So I'm looking forward to doing this one. I am a big fan of Cocoa Vanilla florals as well, so I love all of them elements. Today's challenge is wrestling. What is the scrappy item they can't seem to wrestle from you? Tell us and then create a layout using it. Maybe it's white cardstock, a date stamp or twine. Whatever it is, we want to know. I'm going to be honest, I didn't entirely get this challenge, but I was running out of challenges and I wanted to make sure I do a challenge a day for the 12 days. So that's why we've got wrestling today. And I'm kind of going to go with stickers. I know it's a bit boring, but I'm going to say stickers is my item that I constantly use, because it is always the first item I die for. I'm always left with ephemera and die cuts, and stickers is the number one thing that goes. And today is also a very exciting day. This is an old collection now, but to me, it's a new collection. I finally got Chamel's main character energy. I waited and waited and waited. I told myself I didn't need it, and I kept looking at it. Finally, we have it. I don't have the entire collection, but I have most of it. So let's dive in and see what we do have. So, I have already started fussy cutting those cameras because that's obviously got to be done from the vellum speciality paper. And I've also cut out the patterned swatches that are cut apart cards as well. So we've got those. Don't think we need them today. And I do have the pattern paper. I don't have a paper pad, but I don't really need it. We've got all these patterned papers, so we've got lots to choose from. And those eagle-eyed amongst you will, of course, spot that these papers are from the new collection, Reasons to Smile. And I do have a few others as well. However, I've put them aside because I've got a layout planned with this rainbow paper and a couple of other sheets, so they're not here. But I didn't get any of the other collection from this. Now, I am a huge fan of Chamel, but I looked at Reasons to Smile and I don't think I would use it. I would use elements from it, but I wouldn't use all of it, or at least a big chunk of it. So I decided to be sensible and not get it, and instead just chose a couple of the pieces that I did want. So in terms of what we do have, I have got a pack of the thickers. Now these are gold glitter. I hate glitter with a passion. However, they're not loose glitter, so it's not going to come off in my hand. So I can just about do that. I know Chamel loves glitter, but I just wish there wouldn't be glitter thickers. But it is what it is. So we've got a pack of them. I've got the 6x12 stickers with gold foiling, so lots of elements on there. Love Chamel's writing, love all the different colours. Love that there's purple as well, love the florals. I have got the 6x8 paper pad, and this has got foiling in as well. Like, look at some of these papers, look at that. And then all the cut aparts. I like that on the cut aparts they've simply shrunk it down. So you still get a big range of them, but you get them in a different size. Look at that. That is possibly one of my favourite papers ever. Love this one as well. Love that one. Love this one. The clouds, of course, there's clouds in a Chamel collection. There is just so many awesome, awesome, awesome papers. Love these cameras as well. Gold foil cameras and the rainbows. So we've got that. I have got the ephemera pack. I've just opened it. I've not been through it yet, but we've got 51 pieces. And then I have the layered stickers. I do have 2 packs, so I've put them both into one. Got the mini puffy stickers, again 2 packs into one. The ephemera, and then the embellishment pack. So wood buttons, gems and enamel dots. colours. So that is what I've got to choose from. I've kept this packaging from the other 2 packs of them because look at that wood grain. And then these are from an older Chamel collection, but I figured they kind of go, so I've put that in as well. So enough yabbering on. This is the photo I'm scrapbooking. It's a photo of Mick at Morecambe next to a statue of some kind. And I've already done a little bit of prep. I've cut my circle, tried to get it as centred as I can-ish. And we are going to use this. So I'm simply going to cut these strips out. I'm going to cut all of them out. Then we are going to layer them behind here because I absolutely love the way Josephine has layered them all on top of each other. So that is what we are going to do. So I'm going to just shoot off camera and trim all these apart. Literally just going to follow it, and we're going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different colours, which I'm hoping will be enough, but then we'll also have the wood grain if we need a couple of fillers. So I will be right back with you in a jiffy. Okay, we have our strips by the power of video magic. It is all done and it didn't take me more than a second. I didn't procrastinate for half an hour at all. Okay, that's why it takes me so long to do a scrapbook page. I've got the wood grain and I've got the colours, and we're going to try and put this layout together. I've also dived into my box of frames. So these are all frames from all sorts of collections. It is one of 3 drawers. I've got drawers like that, as well as the colour drawers, as well as the boxes with ephemera. Can't wait to show you it all. And I pulled out these doodle frames because on here we've got a doodle frame, which is of course from the Cocoa Vanilla collection, but I don't have that. I kind of bypassed that collection, which I'm a bit gutted about now, but can't go back. So I think these are Rosie Studio, so we may see if we can layer a couple of them in. I'm not sure yet, we'll see. Okay, so let's see. What I've done is got a piece of 12 by 12 white cardstock. This is just thin one though, and then that's my badly drawn circle, which I just kind of did over it, so I know roughly where I need to stick them. American Crafts cardstock is definitely dropped in terms of especially the loose sheet. It's now similar to the paper pad. Has anybody else found that? Anyway, so what I'm going to do is put these into some sort of order. So, let's have a look. Now, weirdly, so I went to a Welsh school when I was a child, and in school, up until I was 10, I only spoke Welsh. We did all our classes in Welsh, apart from English, obviously. But things like science, maths, all of that was done in Welsh. So I used to be fluent in Welsh. However, I've lost a lot of it now because I've not spoken it since I left that school, apart from a few hours a week at GCSE. So when I'm doing the rainbow in my head, like red, orange, I always get confused unless I do it in Welsh. Just a bit of useless information rambling on for you there. So we've got then we've got that. So I'm putting it into rough rainbow colour. It's not perfect, I know, but that is kind of the vibe I'm going for. I like the way that flows. And then it's a case of, I'm just going to tear a little bit off the ends of these, and we're just going to layer them on, basically. And then what we will do is, let me just check that I've started that one off correctly. Yes. What we will do, we might ruffle up some of the edges to give us a bit of texture. I don't know, we will see. So I'm just going to pop this on like this. So this is basically how I am going to do it. I just loved the way it looked on Josephine's layout. That was immediately the first thing that popped into my head. Now, of course, if you were doing this layout, you could use washi tape, you could use tickets, you could use anything really. It's a great way to experiment. You could definitely use like scraps. I am going to need some wood grain. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do the colours. Or do I get the other sheet of paper? Because I do have more than one sheet of all the papers, obviously, because my name's Adam and I hoard paper. Or do I get that and repeat the pattern, the colour? I've got a feeling I'm going to lean towards that. I think. We'll see. So we're just going to continue on, make sure that that is covered. So you can see that we've got, now I've got a little bit of a gap there. I'm not too worried about that, but I am going to lift it up. So clearly I am worried about it. There we go. Then we've got the other pink, which I'm going to put like so, and then we've got the two purples. So I'm not going to use the wood grain. I am going to cut up some more strips and just finish this off. I'm just literally going to repeat how I am doing it now and just keep going down, down, down. Like so. So, I will be back in a wee minute and this will all be done, and then we'll give it a bit of texturising. New word of the day there. And we can start building our layout. Okay, so I've finished that, and then as you can see I have then gone through and ruffled up the edges, torn it and just generally given it some texture. I've then outlined the white cardstock with foam and also around the circle, and I'm going to stick this onto there with a bit of foam for the dimension. So let's pop that on there. I've gone over slightly there, so I just need to trim a little bit of the white off, which is fine, no biggie at all done. And then that is our background complete. I absolutely love it. That has come out exactly as I wanted. And we've got loads of texture going on. And yeah, what do you think, guys? I love it. Okay, so now we've got ourselves a blank canvas. I also love that we've got shading going round because of the foam. It is obviously, I've used fun foam rather than like foam pads or anything because they're not quite as dimensional, so it's not quite as thick. If you are one that doesn't love dimension in your layouts, then you might not want to put foam on it, but I personally don't mind. So it's not massively thick. It is, what are we on? It's sort of like between 2 and 3 millimeters, so not much at all. Then our photo is of course going to go down here, and I am going to put my title around there, and then we're going to build some embellishments. I'm going to stick quite closely to the scrap lift because I love it so much. However, I may add something up here, fill corners and all that. I don't know, let's see. Okay, we need to decide on frames, matting the photo, and all of that good stuff. Okay, so we are all adhered down. I've had a bit of a play with the frames and it just wasn't working. I do, however, have this frame. I think it's Maggie Holmes. It's a wood grain frame with a pom-pom trim. And I'm not sure. I could really use your opinion, guys. Would you use it or not? What do we think? I am leaning towards no. I think it kind of doesn't vibe with the layout. So I'm going to say no. But I am curious what you guys would have done if you were able to assist me with that question. Okay, so I am going to matte the photo. I'm going to matte it a couple of times, so I'm going to use that wood grain packaging. I am also going to use a little bit of pink. We are also going to use a little bit of blue, and I think a little bit of white, just to, you know, get the matting going. I think that's probably it. So I will just matte that. So now the photo is matted. I've done 4 mats, as you can see, and I think that's going to work better than using that frame. It just wasn't working for me. So I'm going to get this stuck down first and foremost, and we're going to pop it about here. I don't want to cover a lot of the circle. I am going to place it at a slight angle, probably not as much of an angle as Josephine's layout, but there is our photo placement. And then I am going to look for a title. So it's going, I've not got the thickers, the like alpha from this collection. It was purple and it was glitter, and yeah, just not my thing. But I kind of a little bit. I'm not sure actually whether we've got a title here. Let me just have a look. Okay, I've had a little dig through my stash. Good old Vicky Booten to the rescue once again. So I have pulled out some thickers to go along with it. I am going to incorporate some of the Chamel ones. So we've got My Story thickers, The Details, and Stories of Us. They're Fernwood, Colour Story, Study, Colour Study, and then obviously Main Character. So I'm thinking, I've forgotten what I was going to do. I think I'm going to go Celebrate the Good, and then either Life or Times. I think there was a Times somewhere. Now, of course, I could just use alphas, but I kind of wanted to use these. Life. So I think we're going to go with that. So, first things first. I am going to do the title first. And I'm just hoping that these are foam, and I'm kind of hoping, blooming heck, they smell. Oof. I kind of hoping that I can sort of manipulate them a bit, because obviously we want to go round. On Josephine's, she has of course used alphas, or rather they are words but they were separate letters, which would be the easiest thing to do, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, why make things easy? So, I'm going to pull this off. I'm not a fan of some of these, but I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. I'm just trying to peel off some of the backing because they won't come off fully. That's the problem with these glitter foam, and I appear to be getting glitter. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't use glitter full stop, especially on a layout of this young man, because Michael has a huge, and I'm talking huge, aversion to glitter. But I kind of wanted to use as much from this collection as I could, so we're going to roll with it. So, I'm going to have Celebrate. So I'm happy with how that bit looks. Don't be afraid of mixing things in. I like all these little words as well, actually. I just wish, like, that is very poorly done. I just wish the quality is definitely dropped. Okay, Celebrate, and then we're going to have the... What I will do, which I liked on Josephine's layout, she's got little hearts separating words. So I think I will do that as well. Let me just... Let's go to the mini puffies, and I am going to use... Let's use a little camera. Okay, so we've got Celebrate... there. And then let's pull out another little camera. Celebrate the... Now what did I say? Good. So I need another one here. I am keeping all of this in. Please do feel free to fast forward this bit. I do love this heart. Okay, so we've got good coming up now. It's a bit of a weird title, I guess, but that's fine. I can work with it. Then we've got good. So I am going to pop that there. So celebrate the good. I don't know if I actually like this title now. We're going to stick with it. We're going to stick with it. The good. And then another camera. Ooh, the last one. Okay. Celebrate the good. And then I think we're just going to go with life. We could have times, actually. But I don't seem to have one. And I only want a little life. So we're going to have L. I-F-E. Okie dokie, and then we'll just put the top on the I. So there is my title, Celebrate the Good Life. This needs to just sort of come down there a little bit more like so. So Celebrate the Good Life is my title. I think I like it, And then we're going Celebrate the Good. I'm trying to... I don't know whether we need life or not. Celebrate the good. Does that make sense? Celebrate the good. Yeah, I think it does. I'm going to actually remove life. It's kind of not vibing. So we don't need this camera either. And then we've got a clear space for our embellishments to join the page. So let's pop that back there. I do apologise for all of this, but as I said, I've kept it in just to show my thought process, because I know some people ask about that sometimes. So Celebrate the Good is our title, and then we've got this big piece here for our embellishment area. Okie dokie, I've had a little play around and narrowed down the ephemera to these pieces, and then we also have these stickers as well. I know that I really want to use a couple of these layered stickers. I don't know why, but I absolutely love these so much. So we're definitely going to use at least one of them. I will no doubt hook in some of the puffy stickers and these as sort of like finishing touches. And then we do have these and this if we want to add in any other little bits. So let's see. I do want to add in a little bit of a floral. So I'm thinking I might chop that about there. I'll probably keep that. It could come in handy. And then let's get some adhesive on this. So I'm just going to adhesive that and tuck this under here. Sort of like so. And then I kind of want to get a couple of rainbows on here. I don't know why. Have we got a sticker rainbow? We've got one here, so let's see what works best. So I'm going to at least use this one, which is like the traditional rainbow, if you like. And we're going to tuck that in under there as well. No, we're not. We're going to sort of stick that about here. So it's colour upon colour, but you know, it's a Chamel style layout. And then I'm thinking let's layer this rainbow atop there. So we've got a couple of them going on. I don't need this one. It's a little bit too small for this layout, I think. So I like that as a starting point. And then I do want to add this floral as well. I'm not afraid to use floral on boy layouts. I say it time and time again. I know some people are like, you can't use floral where there's a boy on the photo. And I never get it. Like, we've got lots of things geared towards boys, like not just the Boys Kit Club, Scrap Boys Challenge. It Butterflies, hearts, pink and florals can be for guys, as well as pink and blue and trucks can be for girls. We don't need to separate like that, which is why collections like all boy, all girl, etc. generally don't vibe with me very well. Anyway, that's another ramble that we don't need to go down. I quite like this, keeping it cool. I'm going to stick that over the top of the photo a little bit here. I'm only interested in seeing the head here. This little bit is a bit grotty. And then I did think maybe a couple of tickets peeking in. So I'm going to add the yellow and blue, well, teal. That is probably my favourite colour from this collection. So I'm going to sort of tuck them in behind our rainbows here. And I am considering a butterfly up here, I'm not sure yet. But I do want to add a couple of tabs, just as a little bit of interest towards the top of the photo. So I'm just going to stick them on top of each other like that, and sort of poke them underneath one of the patterned papers, like so. Just gives a little bit of detail to the top of our photo. So that is the ephemera embellishment done. Again, might revert to one of these if I need to tuck in a little bit of something. Not sure yet. We'll keep that in reverse, not reverse, reserve. And now I'm going to look at this bit here. So I do like this, but I'm wondering if that's a little bit... No, do you know, I actually really like that. So we've got Beautiful Day here. Then we've got another floral cluster coming down here. And I did want to use this camera, but I'm thinking we might not have a need... Oh, okay. Let's pop this Oh Snap there. And this is why I got 2 packs of them, because I've already used 3 of them and we only get 9. So, yeah. I probably should have got 3 packs because I absolutely love those layered stickers. I am an embellishment guy, a layer, a dimension. So I kind of guess that makes sense. I'm going to take the stickers out of the packet so we can, let's just pull them apart and get stuck in. So, page 1, and we've got these pieces. These are a lot better quality than the thickers, I have to say. Misprinting is happening more and more. Don't know whether it's just me and I'm unlucky, or whether you guys have noticed it as well. But I've definitely noticed that printing quality of American crafts is coming down. Okay, and I know that's not the designer's fault. I've put a couple of arrows to centre our attention. It's not the designer's fault, so it's not Shamel or Vicky's fault or Paige. It's American Crafts, but it's their name on it at the end of the day. The Shamel thickers and the Vicky Beauty Bold and Bright thickers are both misprinted on mine. And it's just a shame. Right. I think I like the idea of using one of these speech bubbles, but I'm not sure we need that. What words do we have on here? So this is my thought process. I just keep flicking from one embellishment to the other and sort of see what you want to add. Add in different pieces. So I've added adventures up there. I'm going to put captured over that arrow, and I'm going to put happy over this arrow. So we've got Oh Snap, Beautiful Day, Happy, Captured, Keep It Cool and Adventures. And then just to finish us off, I think I will put a couple of stars maybe. So I'm going to layer a couple up here with this star here. So that's my first, second, third. And then let's have a couple over here. We've got a green, a teal and an orange. As I said, this collection is like, you guys have probably used it and finished the collection before I've even got it. But I didn't have any new stash for quite a long while. I just wasn't feeling it. But I'm glad that I got this one. I love it. Love it. It is so fun, and it's probably one of those collections that I can see myself being able to use everything. Like, I can use all of the embellishments, all of the papers. I'm going to put a foam pad in the middle of the butterfly so that we can just give that a bit of dimension like so. And I think that's going to be it. I don't think we need another butterfly, no. So that's definitely it for those stickers. We'll have another quick check of our puffies. This video did not need to be half an hour. I am so sorry. If you have watched this entire video, drop me a comment and let me know, and well done. Because, yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay, what about a little... No, that's a silly idea. But I will, however... No, I won't. I think that's it, guys. I'm just adding for adding's sake now. I just can't stop myself. I do want a wooden button. See, even the epoxy dots are falling out of there. So cool. Oh no, let's have a little flower. Whoops, daisy. And I'm going to add that in the middle of that flower and call this layout done. What do we think? I love it. It's just confirmed to me why I needed this collection, and I'm so glad that I've got it. So today's scrap lift of the Cocoa Vanilla Studio layout from Josephine van der Hoven. That is our inspiration, and that is what I've come up with. I hope you like it as much as I do. Thank you so much for sticking with me for this video. I'm so sorry it ended up being so long when it really shouldn't have been. But hey, we were having a good old chit chat together, and that's the way it goes sometimes. Tomorrow is the last day. It's day 12 of the 12 days of summer scrap lifts, and it's another good one. It's a big photo, as I'm sure you already know if you've been playing along. And then after the 12 days, we will continue back on with some sketchy fun and scrap backwards and just general scrapbooking. No pressure, no stress, just enjoying the happy scrappy times. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.